So this is part 2, guys. I was cut off. I only have 15 minutes recording time per video. So what this is showing is that there were more new highs being made at, say, this 1042 than there were new lows being made. But and if you look at the day as it goes on, so let's look at the start of the day. So from 9:30 till about 10, you don't want to be going long, which is what my freaking strategy is based on. You want to be going short because freaking almost 400. I'm assuming that these are a number of stocks. There's 400 new lows being made. There's 400 more new lows being made than new highs. Okay, so that's not a good place to be going long in. It's better to be going short. From 10 o'clock till 10:05, whatever it is, it picks up a little bit, but then it goes, drop down again. So really, the morning from 9:30 to about 10:42, it's best to go short based on this. Okay, this is one day's data, but it gives you a really good idea, of how the market is currently at the moment. So this is why, this kind of solidifies why I'm going through what I'm going. If we continue, so from about 10:30 till about midday, it goes up. So the market is making more new highs than lows. The blue line, by the way, is e-signal data. I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on the red line, new high, new low. And then, of course, from the afternoon, I mean, people are out at lunch. I'm assuming this is why that is down there. And then as the afternoon, let me just close this down. Okay. And then as the afternoon wears on, it's a perfect time to be long. I mean, this is where you want to be getting long. I mean, it's pretty clear that on Friday, the market closed a hell of a lot stronger than what it opened. Whether this trend continues in the next few days or few weeks, we've yet to see. But this gives you a really good idea as to, how to look at data from a different viewpoint. I mean, this is showing you a different way of what you're normally seeing. I mean, I wouldn't normally see data like this. I would normally just see new highs being made. I get a lot of alerts coming through. I can kind of sense the momentum in the marketplace. But this is a really good kind of, mathematical, statistically relevant way of kind of showing you, hey guys, you don't want to be going long in the mornings because there's a much bigger chance that you're going to lose. So this kind of solidifies why I am going through what I'm going through. Now, if you haven't heard of Dr. Steve Barger, you got to check this guy out. So this is from his blog. Let me just give you his blog. Actually, I'll post the blog address in the comments section. But Dr. Steve Barger has been in trading as a psychologist, helping hedge funds, multi-global firms, traders that make millions of trades per year, and it just helps them in terms of the psychology. So he's a fantastic guy. Go to his blog. Like I said, I'll post a link in the comments section. Read his blogs, his posts. He's great. It really kind of helps you understand how the market works and how our minds work. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. The second thing I wanted to show you is my run of form. So let me just bring that up here. Make it a bit bigger. All right, so this is going back from, I think, February or thereabouts. So I would really consider that I started trading for real, so to speak, when I first started the 1K challenge, which was this first blue line. Because up until that point, I was just experimenting with a lot of things. I was taking massive positions. I was holding stocks through losses to see how I would react emotionally. I was scalping. I was just trying out various things, but this just gives you an idea. So the blue dashes are where I was green on the day, and the red dashes are where I was red on the day. So if you start from here, I think that there are 12 days here or thereabouts of green. So this is my 1K challenge, my 2K challenge, as well as the first 2 days of going live after the challenge. Then the following 2 days are pretty big. Now this is the average loss. Okay, this is not the actual loss itself, because the loss on this red day here was $1,400. But as you can see, after two red days, I went back to 3 green. 2 were live and 1 One was a paper trading day on Friday because I had to top up my IB account, and I couldn't trade with real money. But then, last week, it hasn't been good at all. So this is why I was thinking this morning I'm going to paper trade. But I decided to go for live trading because I've thought that there's a number of traders I follow on Twitter and who I used to have subscription services to and who I follow on YouTube. And based on their recaps, I can see what they're trading and how they're trading it. It appears that, we could be seeing a bit of momentum coming back. So I was tempted to not paper trade because unfortunately in my mind, when I paper trade, yes, I take it seriously. Yes, I treat it like it's real, but I don't go through the same emotions, and I need to feel those emotions now because I know that I'm at a low point, and I need to get out of it. I mean, yes, paper trading will help a little bit, but I need to do the real thing to make sure that I'm up to it. So that's one thing I want to show you. The second thing I want to show you is my profit and loss since February. Let me just pull that up. So this is my P&L chart since February this year. So green are live trades with live money. Blue are paper trades. The bars indicate how many trades I took that day. So you can see there's so green. So if we take the first few weeks of live trading, this is zero. So I'm pretty much making losses every day. I'm incurring losses every day, apart from 1 or 2 days which I got lucky. But look at the number of trades I'm taking. I mean, this is not sustainable for a day trader. 70 trades, and I don't scalp. That's not part of my strategy. But this is where I was experimenting. 76 trades a day, crazy stuff. Then I decided, all right, I'm going to paper trade. This is the first day I paper traded. And I also stopped a subscription to a very well-known momentum trading room because I wanted to stop following alerts, which is what I was doing as well, and just to think for myself on my own 2 feet, to be self-sufficient. And the first few days, as you can see, were a bit rocky as well. But then something happened here. Something positive happened here because I had, whatever it was, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days in a row. Okay, paper trading, but, I did something right here. And I'm doing exactly the same thing as I was then. I'm doing it now, but now my results are different. I started going live again here. So green is going live. So this is that massive $1,400 loss where I had to top up. And I think this is the kind of fulcrum point at which I kind of started feeling, a bit uneasy in terms of what I'm feeling now. The one blue day here, paper day here, was a profit day. On Friday when I couldn't trade because I was topping up. But since then, you can see it's been going downhill as well. So if you take this period in isolation, something's going on here as compared to this period in isolation when I was doing exactly the same thing, or at least I thought I was doing the same thing. So I need to, adapt, revisit my strategy, see exactly what's going on. This red line, just for your own curiosity, is the trend line for my profit. And this blue line is the linear trend for number of trades. Now, up until this first section, the trend line for number of trades was going up, as you can obviously tell, and that wasn't a good sign because first of all, I was paying much higher commissions. Second of all, I wasn't really getting bang for buck. I mean, I was scalping. I was just doing all sorts of stupid things. Whereas, in the best period, which is here. And mind you, it only lasted 2 weeks, but it was every day for 2 weeks. You can see the number of trades I took. 6, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 18 on the day that I started going red. So, this is telling me that whatever I was doing at that point in time was working. Now it's not working. So if you guys have any ideas as to what I could do to improve, please let me know. But I will keep trying. And I will keep experimenting, and I will stick to my strategy. I'm not going to get rid of it because I don't think I've traded long enough with it to learn all the ins and outs. But I'm certainly seeing a shifting market, which is interesting because it's having an impact. So that's it, guys. That's what I wanted to share with you today. There's one more thing I want to share with you. If you want to use trade ideas, which I would definitely recommend, and there's 4 videos which I have recorded last week, which show exactly how I use Trade Ideas to look for stocks, my setup of those alerts, the actual filters I use to find me those alerts, and also how I use the pre-market. So what free websites I use, what software I use, both free and paid, to help me find the alerts. So if you're interested in Trade Ideas, I do have a 15% discount voucher on my blog, which is daytradearcade.com. So if you'd like to take advantage of that, go to my website, have a look at that link, and use the link on my website and enter that daytradearcade 15 as the coupon code when you're requested to do so on the TI page. If you do take up Trade Ideas, you do get 1 hour free power session with the guys at TI, which will walk you through setting it up, how it works, how to set up a multi-strategy window, what a topless window is, what an alert window is, how to not get overwhelmed with everything. If you'd like my help, I'm more than willing to have a chat with someone, either on Skype if you like, or talk to you on email. If you'd like my help in setting it up, I can share with you my setup that I have as well. So if that helps, more than willing to kind of share. And the reason that I share everything is because I think that I believe in energy, in mojo. If I do something in karma, if I do something positive and help someone, it'll come back in some way, shape, or form. And I know there are a lot of traders out there, they don't want to share ideas, they don't want to share their profit and loss, they don't want to share, their setups because, they just don't want to do it. Whereas I'm happy to do it. There's a few other people like me as well. There's some that are doing much better than me because they've been around for a bit longer and they have the experience, but you have to start somewhere. So I'm learning to be one of those guys, and one of the guys that I would definitely encourage you to follow and even join is Ed Martin. He runs his own chat room service now, which is called Average Joe Trader. He's fantastic. He's one of the most down-to-earth traders you'll ever see. I mean, this guy shares everything, and he's fantastic. He's just a really genuine nice guy. So if you are looking for a chat room, or if you are looking for a service or someone to help you or become a mentor, definitely look at Average Joe Trader, Ed Martin. Tell him that I sent you. I was part of his subscription as well for a bit of time. So, I know that his heart's in the right place as well for helping people. So he's a fantastic guy to know. That's it from me today. Tomorrow, I will think about what I'm going to do tomorrow, this evening. I think I'm going to continue live trading, but my confidence is a bit low at the moment, so it may be good for me just to paper trade till the end of this week, just to kind of get that mojo back and feel that confidence again. But we'll see how we go. If you don't step up to the plate, then you'll never hit a home run. So you have to take the bull by the horns, and you just have to do it. So we'll see how we go tomorrow. But I hope that was useful for you guys, and drop me a line or reach out to me if you'd like any further information. My email address is bart@daytradearcade.com. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Cheers. Thank you.